And here we go, Cape Town to Walvis Bay. So this video includes the few days preparation in Cape Town, visitors, family, really good time in a lovely city. And yeah, on to Walvis Bay via Luderitz. It was really good. Robin, my brother, and Taryn came down to Cape Town and spent a few days there. Went for a run, had an ice bath in the chilly Atlantic. And from Joburg, they got some work done. Couldn't resist a bit of work. Gail came down as well, and she joined the boat for the last time for a while. We'd done some hiking, some beaching at Clifton, some sailing to Clifton. Had a really great 4 days. Thanks, Gail. Even Mark made it down, a trusty sailing partner from Durban to Cape Town with his family, seeing his daughter into Stellenbosch. And if you thought we were crazy, spare a thought for this crazy Frenchman. On this little boat, he's gone halfway around the world already, and he was just departing Cape Town here to cross the Atlantic on that. Soon the holiday was over, time to prepare for the trip to Walvis at the ropes place, buying rope, and then preparing the spinnaker, Royal Cape Yacht Club. They were very helpful at Royal Cape Yacht Club. Squeezed in a little sailing trip to Clifton with Ross, my nephew, and all his UCT varsity mates, and they absolutely loved it. Nice special trip for them to Clifton. Time to collect the crew at Cape Town International Airport. Rich Robertson and Dave Aiken joined us. Some engine work, fixing the water maker. And Paulo, our trusty Brazilian sailor, also joined us. He's in for the long haul to Brazil. And there we were, just about on our way. Leaving Cape Town, mother city behind, spectacular city, spectacular views for some of us. Others were dead tired from all the preparation, and others were still had some life. But yeah, we stuck to our boat policy of 1 beer a day at sunset or at dinner, just to keep things in some sort of order. Irish on watch, rather chilling, reading about Laura Decker, the youngest girl ever to sail solo around the world. It's 14 years old, and it's sunset. That's where we're heading, west. First night at sea on watch. Just for those who don't know, there's always a red light in the cockpit. It doesn't take away your night vision. The white light tends to blind you, so we use the red light. This is the next day, just getting our storm sail ready. We were expecting some big wind. And the obligatory sundowner beer at the end of the day with dinner. First fish of the trip, a smallish barracuda. Check at those snappers, keep the fingers away. like any house, the kitchen is always the gathering point for some deep, solve the world's problems type conversation. And there's Paolo giving it horns. Hey, here comes our first bread. Care of rich beer bread, no doubt. Hey, look at that. Does it bounce? On the ground. Saw quite a few ships en route. No problem in the day, but at night it gets a bit nerve-wracking when you see them on the radar or the AIS. Very much my turn to cook. It's pasta tonight with a beer, with pasta and the sunset. And we're whizzing along quite nicely, 7 or 8 or 9 knots. Fish head soup. What do you think you got on there? Could be a tuna. Otherwise it's a big piece of kelp, seaweed. It's fighting like kelp, like seaweed. Nicer one. This is a proper yellowtail. Yellowtail!
Yellow tuna.
Don't rush, I'll bring it closer. Okay, still got another life. Yo, look how fast you are. Put it over and hook. There you go, and put it. Someone hold the rod. Ah, you bitch! Hold. Just hold it, Giff. Okay, what? Yeah. Try and bring the gap over the top here. Okay. Yeah, can you hold the rod? I'll get him. Okay. It's best to jump off. So the life jacket or harness which we used to clip in, ready for the night shift. And the mighty spinnaker, we finally got it up in some light wind. Had it up for an hour or two. Magnificent sail, very powerful engine. Better than a motor. Not quite, at least. As with everything in sailing, there's a price to pay, and the price for a spinnaker is getting it down and packing it away. It's a huge sail to pack away. We had seals with us all the way. They tracked us hoping for a morsel of fish or something to fall off the boat, but they were always around. Quite entertaining. So after 3 days of being hammered at sea with some big winds and through the night, we decided to take a few hours break. So we pulled into Luderitz, a small little town, but interesting little anchorage for 3 or 4 hours before we continued on to Walvis Bay. But a nice little stop. So I'm on my night watch. It's now 4:45 in the morning. I've been on watch since 3 o'clock, and just yeah, we've got heavy fog outside, so can't see much. What I'm doing is relying totally on the instruments. I'll show you what I'm watching all the time. So that is the iPad chart plotter. That's us there. That's just going past Sandwich Bay and coming up to, we've got about 5 hours to get to Walvis Bay, around the corner and right into the harbour. The other things I'm watching, it's the boat chart plotter. There's the radar. Because we're in fog, the only way I've seen anything in a distance is on the radar, so I'm watching that carefully. And then also on the AIS, so you can see on that one there, I've got 2 fishing vessels. Sorry, let's get it focused. The green boat things are 2 fishing vessels to my starboard side, and I think they're fishing just outside that little bay, so I'm keeping an eye on them. And then there, got the depth, speed through the water 5.4 knots, and we're motoring because, as you can see, the wind speed is only 5.4 knots from behind, so it's very little wind. You can't set sails on that because the speed of the boat through the water is negating the wind. That's our average speed so far from Litteritz. So those are all the things we're watching, and the motors are running at 2000 revs all the way. Just running on one motor. No need to run on 2 at this stage. And that's the night watch. Yeah, so I'm pretty tired, and 6 o'clock's the end of my shift. I will be catching at Kip. So those 3 little fishing vessels I talked about, they decided to take off at 5 in the morning on my night shift, and they came straight at us. We thought it was pirates, and shut down all our lights, made a run for it. We upped the speed. Luckily they passed straight behind us. This is coming into Walvis Bay. That's the seal colony just outside Walvis Bay. They've got a proper seal problem there. They're way overpopulated. And 6 days after leaving Cape Town, Walvis Bay. So here we are, raising my first Q flag, entry into a new country. Raise this flag to let the authorities know you've just arrived and you need customs and clearance into the country. And in closing, some sights and sound of our anchorage at Walvis Bay, where we are currently anchored. That's the yacht club. Feeding frenzy in front of the Walvis Bay Yacht Club. Paolo, our Brazilian crew member, vaccinated, eh, Paolo? Our dinghy, both waiting patiently out there. You see Richard paddling to the boat. It's not all play out there. Some washing by Dave. That is the end of the video. Thanks, guys.